Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. Now, in this lecture, I'll be talking about multi-class classification for an NLP task. So here we are going to consider a textual information, so which is based out of a news, a different kind of a news into a different category, maybe from a tech category, a sports category, or maybe a politics, maybe a entertainment, all sort of a categories we are going to consider, and then we are going to build a model. And obviously I'm going to use a vectorizer, so which is eventually going to transform my data set into a numerical space. So let me show you this. And again, this is a part of your classical NLP. I'm not using a new approach. I'm using just a old man approach over here. For a new approach, we have a class, so don't worry about that. But I believe we all should know about our old approach as well. So here is my data. As you can see, we have multiple categories, and we have a data set over here, and we have to build a model. And obviously we have to build a multi-class classification model for this one, because we don't have just a binary class, we have a multiple class over here. Now, algorithm wise, I'm going to use a naive Bayes over here. I can try to use even a logistic regression. That's completely fine. But yeah, so I have decided to use a multinomial naive Bayes algorithm over here. So let me create a file, and naive Bayes news categorization.ipynb. Yeah. So this is something which I am going to consider. And now, so let's try to do an import. So this is not going to be very different. So I think we have already done this part in my previous lecture. So when I was talking about a logistic, I'm going to make a little bit of changes, yeah, in terms of a import, as you can see. So here, instead of importing maybe a logistic, I'm just trying to import a multinomial naive Bayes. Apart from that, so everything is exactly same. Not just this one. So here I have to read a data, and after that I have to perform a clean text operation. I will be using a exact same function from my logistic. Simple, right? Now let's read a data. So data is nothing but a pandas dot data frame, and here so we have news data dot csv. Now if I'm going to show you data frame constructor not properly called, okay. So news data dot csv, and index ensure index, there is some problem it seems with my data. Not an issue, I'll fix it. So again, let's call it pandas dot, my bad, read csv, right? We are reading a csv. Read csv, and here, so obviously now, so if I'm going to show you my data frame, so that was a minor mistake, by the way, from my end. Now here, so we are trying to read a data frame, as you can see, and after reading a data frame, so we are going to perform all sort of a operation. For example, data cleaning operation I'm going to perform, yeah, data cleaning operation. So here for data cleaning operation, I can try to call data frame, and then what is data? So we have a text data. I'm going to call apply function, apply, apply function, and then I'm going to pass a clean text function over here, and whatever it is going to return, so I'm going to store it inside a column called as clean underscore text column. Yeah, okay. So let's store it. Now if I'll go and show you a data frame, so there is a new column it has created, CLEA. Okay, so ANAD. Okay, so clean text, I can delete this column, that's completely fine. So maybe I can try to call delete data frame, and then this column name. So sorry, so I can try to call drop over here. So data frame dot drop drop, and drop what? So drop basically this column which I have created unnecessarily. So clean text column, drop it, and across axis is equals to 1. Fine, and then store it as a data frame. So now if I'll show you, so that column is gone. that column is gone. I have just created that column unnecessarily by mistake, so I have just deleted that. Now once I'm able to do this, now what I have to do? So I have to prepare my X and I have to prepare my Y. For my X data, this clean data, so I have to convert this data into a vector space, right? So TF-IDF vectorizer I can try to call, very simple. So TF-IDF vectorizer and vectorizer. So I can try to call vectorizer dot fit transform, and I can try to pass my data over here. So data wise, clean text data column I'm going to provide, it is going to give me my X, simple, right? So you can try to even check. So you can try to call X dot to array and you will be able to see the data. So this is my clean text data. So it's 100 records. That's the reason it's showing you dot dot dot. So we are able to see the clean data and we are able to convert X into a clean data. Now we have to create our Y as well. And if I'll talk about a Y, so we have a multiple categories, not just one single categories. So maybe we can try to give a label 0, 1, 2, 3 in this way, or in an automated way, we can try to call even a label encoder. So here I can try to call sklearn dot preprocessing and import. I can import a label encoder. Now this is going to work for me, and let me call this label encoder, and this is going to help me out in terms of labeling the entire categories. So label encoder dot fit transform I can try to call, and then I can try to provide my data frame categories. Yeah, so now this is going to return the label automatically. So I can do it in a manual way, that the way I have done that in my previous lecture, so where I was doing a mapping. But here, so we have a multiple categories and I have to convert those categories into a numerical information. So I'm just trying to call it directly as a label encoder, and this is right. So this is technically going to be my Y. Fine. So let's try to store it in some of the column. So here data frame and category encoded. In this column I'm going to store it. So now if I'll show you my data frame, so I have another column called as category encoded, and here we have a equivalent numerical representation of the categories. Simple, right? Now this is going to my Y. So my Y is ready, my X is ready, right? So category encoded, my Y is ready and my X is ready. Both is ready now. Now, if both of this is ready, I can try to call a train and test a split, and then I can try to provide my X comma Y over here. I can try to give a test size, so maybe 0.2, 20% for testing, 80% for the training, and then a random state is equals to 42. I can try to define. Now this is going to return me what? X train, comma, X test, comma, Y train, comma, Y test. So this is something it is going to return, right? Now I'll be using this one to for a training purpose. So I have to use a model called as naive Bayes. Again, so naive Bayes is one of the algorithm by which you will be able to do a multi-class classification. So here I have to call a multinomial naive Bayes algorithm, and let me create an object for that. So model, and then here I can try to call model dot fit, right? Fit, and I can try to just give X train and Y train over here, and it will be able to create the model. And whatever parameter that I would like to override, I can override it. Simple, right? So my model creation is done. Now, once my model creation is done, what I can do, I can try to test this model accuracy, right? I can try to test this model accuracy over here. So I can try to call model dot predict predict predict, and here so I can try to provide my X test, so that so X test I can try to provide, and this is going to give me the prediction. So Y underscore pred, it is going to give it to me. So I have a Y prediction and I have a Y test basically, right? So I can try to do the comparison. So here print, and print what? Confusion matrices, and here I can try to provide Y test, comma, Y pred, right? So this is the confusion matrices, and it looks like that there is no like a numbers on this right hand side or left hand side of the matrices. Everything is available on a diagonal. So it looks like it is able to do, or it is able to build a model which is 100% accurate. Now I can try to even like draw the classification report. So classification report, and yeah, so it is giving me for all the classes, it is 111. So class 0 1 2 3 4, it is 1 1 1 1 1. So accuracy is equals to 1. So it's a 100% correct model that we are able to build, and that too with the hundreds of records, right? That too with the hundreds of records, we are able to build a 100% accurate model. That's amazing, right? That's amazing, pretty much, I would say. Okay. So now we can try to save this model as a physical file the way we have done that in my past. We can try to save our vectorizer as a physical file the way I have done that in a past. So I'm leaving that thing up to you. In my logistic regression, already I have shown you that how to save your vectorizer, how to save your model as a pickle file, and then how to load it and how to do a prediction on top of those physical file, right? Our model looks pretty much good, by the way. So with that, thank you so much everyone. We are able to do a multi-class classification with the help of naive Bayes algorithm. So with that, thank you so much. Take care and see you again in my next chapter.